Someone's emailed us asking which country's shape is most like a square. What a totally stupid question. Totally pointless. Slovakia? No. Georgia? No. Bangladesh? No. Bangladesh looks like a wizard. You think everything looks like a wizard? Ghana? Too long. North Macedonia? Too round. Libya? No. Malaysia? Jane, Malaysia is not a square. But there must be one somewhere. Not in Oman or the UAE, and Yemen's more like a rectangle. Yes, I can see. Russia's nothing like a square, too long and far as I'm aware. Mali starts off strongly, but right here it goes to pot. Burkina Faso is a regular, four-sided. It is not. Italy is a boot, and so is Papua New Guinea. What about Benin and Togo? No, they're both far too skinny. What about these little countries? Costa Rica and Lebanon. There's no square in Singapore, Brunei, Mauritius or Gabon. Kuwait looks like a little farm. Madagascar looks like lean. Burundi looks quite like a heart. Qatar looks like a bean. India's a diamond and Slovenia's a splot. Cuba's very long and thin, and both Koreas are short and squat. Mozambique has got to any side. Cuba's as well. Little Paraguay's no paradigm. Mauritania's an L. And Mali's like a seahorse. Guinea-Bissau's a weathered rock. And R is nearly a circle, and Somalia's a socks. France is famously a hexagon. That fact is quite well known, but it's not the only one. It's drawn by Sierra Leone. What about these landlocked countries like Nepal or South Sudan? They're not square, and nor are Denmark, Finland, China, or Iran. Luxembourgers are all squares, which their borders don't reflect, and Australia is a cat dog, and Japan we must reject. Guatemala has two square sides in this bit in the north, but it won't meet our criteria because it needs a first and fourth. Timor-Leste doesn't pass the test. Moldova, Guinea, don't be silly. Little Rwanda doesn't stand a hope in hell, nor does Israel. Are we seriously going to go for every country? Yes, I think it's important. Both the USA and Canada have squares in large amounts, but we're only counting countries and states don't count. Poland would look like a square if it invaded to the north. Kazakhstan looks like a turtle with a leaf stuck in its mouth. Despite its square's efficiency, the Germans don't come close, and Peru is like a resting dog. Guiana is like a ghost. Ethiopia and Switzerland look like potato wedges. Norway, Sweden and New Zealand all have far too crinkly edges. If you have a lot of coastline, then your sides will not be straight, so the squareness of the Philippines, Greece and Ireland won't be great. Tajikistan's quite funky as its island. There's no square in it. Indonesia's 18,000 tiny islands. Your country's made of islands and a square, you'll never be. There are loads of it. Island nations that are mostly empty. See, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Solomon Islands, the Seychelles, the Maldives, Micronesia, Fiji, the Marshall Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Sao Tome and Principe, the Bahamas, Cape Verde, Tonga, Vanuatu. The Netherlands is flat, although its edges do not fit, and the following are countries with a sticky outy bit. There's Afghanistan, Namibia, the DRC's got to, there's Ukraine, Venezuela, Eritrea, Cyprus and Kosovo. Is Morocco square? No, it's more a stair. Kiribati, not square as last. Senegal, not square at all. San Marino, no. The car so near, so far. Botswana's like a flounder. Chad looks like Jay Leno. Eswatini couldn't be rounder. Mongolia looks like a bat, but the Congo's kind of foxy. Minor is like a genie and not even slightly foxy. Belize has one edge that's straight, but this bit's rather lumpy. Algeria and Kenya are pentagons. Honduras is too bumpy. Sri Lanka's like a raindrop. Kazakhstan a bird in flight, while Iraq and Jordan lines aren't straight. The angles just aren't right. Colombia's quite of squarish, though its borders are quite rough, and Iberia would pass, but Spain alone just not enough. If Bolivia expanded, then a square it might be. Nicaragua would look square if you viewed it in 3D. Little Liechtenstein and the Argentines are not square in the least. The Dominican Republic, that just tapers to the east. Left is so sort of squarish, but the angles on the wonk. Cameroon's like a chicken with a huge badonkadonk. Mexico, no. Portugal, too thin, too tall. The Saudis, too much on a slant. The Vatican. Listing every country by its shape is not an easy job when inevitably loads of them look like a blob. So to make things more resistant, as I'm sure you got the gist, here are all the blobby countries in a quick compiled list. Andorra, Antigua and Barbuda, Austria, Barbados, Belgium, Belarus, Bonton, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Cambodia, Czechia, Djibouti, Dominica, Estonia, Grenada, Hungary, Iceland, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Serbia, St. Lucia, Tanzania, Uruguay and Zimbabwe. Samoa is like a butterfly whose wings have been removed, but add Ecuador and Brown, and it's massively improved with Monco, so tiny size you can see the piers within. Chile's very, very, very long and thin. Uganda cannot be a square because of all the lakes. The Gambia, Vietnam and Panama looks like sex. Haiti, Croatia and Zambia all have shapes that wrap around Syria. It's just a little bit too slopey, and El Salvador is too wrong. That doesn't rhyme. Palu likes a jellyfish. Pakistan looks like a duck. Azerbaijan looks like a bird that's been run over by a truck. This monkey is Armenian. That shooting star's Latonian. Jamaica, Malta and Niger are creatures from the ocean. Greenland's not a real country, even though it's really big. The UK looks like an old witch sitting sideways on a pig. Comoros would if it were glued. Some parts of Tuvalu look glued. Turkmenistan looks like something or another. Tunisia and Albania look like each other. South Africa's too wobbly. Bulgaria's too knobbly. Brazil's tied too angular. Turkey's too rectangular. Now the only countries left are ones whose squareness are the best. If you know which ones are coming, we're incredibly impressed. Little Montenegro square if you rotate it some degrees. South Sudan has left behind us very square. North Sudanese. The angles in Angola mean it's nearly good to go. And Nigeria comes close, even though Bangladesh down below. Libya's nearly square, it's almost a parallelogram, and Cote d'Ivoire and Suriname do well in Libya's gam. Equatorial Guinea is very square, but unfortunately, since its capital on an island, and the squarest cannot be. So the winner of a contest winning all our types of prescriptions is the squarest of the squarest, the nation of the pharaohs, the land of Cleopatra, is the country where the Sphinx is. It's the land of Egyptians. Any more interesting emails coming? There's one asking for every capital city in the world. So that would have made a much better song.